what's going on, everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. We got some breaking news to discuss. Sources close to the Pittsburgh Steelers have told Giants Now by Chat Sports that Aaron Rodgers is going to be signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those sources were nice enough to let me reveal who they are. And it is Antonio Brown and CTESPN. On Twitter today, Diana Rossini tweeting out, the Steelers are still waiting to hear back from Aaron Rodgers. I then quote tweeted that and said, I was told on Monday that Aaron Rodgers was going to be a Steeler. It is now Thursday and he has not made up his mind. But according to Antonio Brown, who just replied to me on Twitter, he said he is ... So it's over, guys. Not going to happen. Aaron Rodgers to the Giants. The dream, it is dead. Absolutely a joke, if everybody cannot tell with this one. I responded to Antonio Brown and said, can I be cracker of the day? Because he's a Giant, buddy. A lot of people have tweeted me over the past couple of days. A lot of people in our live chat over the last couple of days have told me, Marsh, Antonio Brown, CTESPN, he says that Aaron Rodgers is a Steeler. And he said last year, and he said this and this and this. If in the big 2025, you're using Antonio Brown and CTESPN as a source, you got to wake up. And you just got to do better for yourself. You owe it to yourself and you owe it to your family to be better and have more media literacy to believe that of all of the reporters out there, Adam Schefter, Diana Rossini, Ian Rappaport, Tom Pelissero, Mike Garofolo, all of them, maybe even Jordan Schultz we could throw in there. Maybe he can have a cup of coffee with this discussion. Antonio Brown is not a source. Antonio Brown knows nothing. Thing is, nobody knows anything about Aaron Rodgers. There were pictures that surfaced yesterday online of Aaron Rodgers with what appeared to be a towel around him, wired headphones, no shoes, walking on the beach by himself. He's on another one of his darkness retreats, trying to figure out what the best decision for him is going to be. And am I frustrated that Aaron Rodgers hasn't made a decision? Absolutely. But for the people that no longer want Aaron Rodgers because he is taking his time making a decision, that's a joke. I think that's clown-like behavior. Since when is it a bad thing to take the most time possible to make the best decision for yourself, especially one of this magnitude? I think Aaron Rodgers is still trying to decide if he wants to play football in the 2025 NFL season. And he's still trying to find out if he wants to play football, where it is going to be. And for all the people that have tweeted out and the reporters, oh, he's leaning towards Pittsburgh. No way he's going to the Giants. Why hasn't he signed? Why hasn't he already agreed to a contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers? If it was that cut and dry, and Aaron Rodgers already knew, according to people, he was going to be a Steeler, why is he not already a Steeler? I'm not saying that means he's going to be a Giant. What I am saying is nobody knows. And Aaron Rodgers, he also does not know. And for all the people that say, oh, the Steelers roster is so much better. Is it? Because I remember a game last year, I think it was Monday Night Football, maybe Sunday Night Football, where the New York Giants, led by Daniel Jones, had two opportunities late in the fourth quarter to put together game-winning drives to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in their home field. How much better of a football team can you be if they nearly gifted the game to the New York Giants with Daniel Jones at the helm? Like, let's be honest with ourselves. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not what they once were. When is the last time the Pittsburgh Steelers won a playoff game? The New York Giants have won a playoff game more recently than the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Brian Daboll did that with Daniel Jones. He also won 3 games and beat the Packers last year with Tommy DeVito. And he won a football game last year with Drew Lock. And I'm not saying Brian Daboll is the best offensive mind or the best coach in the NFL. But if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm looking at the Giants saying, I got a really good tackle in Andrew Thomas. I got another really good right tackle in Jermaine Illuminor. They got my guy, John Runyon, my longtime Packer teammate at left guard. They brought back Greg Van Roten. They still have cap space to go out and make an upgrade at that right guard spot. And hopefully John Michael Schmitz in year 3 takes a step at the center spot. They got a good back, young back in Tyrone Tracy. They got a decent RB2 in Devin Singletary. And they've got one of the best receivers in the National Football League in Malik Neighbors. The gap between Malik Neighbors and DK Metcalf is gigantic. Malik Neighbors put up 1,300 yards last year while catching passes from Daniel Jones, Tim Boyle, Tommy DeVito, and Drew Lock. Aaron Rodgers and Malik Neighbors could be one of the best duos in the National Football League. Do I think the Giants situation is better than the Steelers? I'm not willing to go that far. But I am willing to say that I think they're on the same playing field. Would you rather Arthur Smith be your play caller or Brian Daboll? Would you rather throw the ball to DK Metcalf or Malik Neighbors? Do you even want to be on the same football team as George Pickens? Those are all questions that Aaron Rodgers is probably trying to answer. And there's also rumors that the Minnesota Vikings are interested. I'll believe that when I see it. Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter have made it clear it's a 2-team race. But a lot of things can change. And I don't really think anyone really knows anything too factual about Aaron Rodgers and where he's at with his decision-making process. So, yeah, if people are upset about the breaking news, it was a joke. Lighten up. We're on day 4 of QB Watch. It's okay to have a laugh every once in a while. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in over the past 3 days. We've been live on the channel for over 22 hours over the last 3 days. But I want to know, if you guys want us to go live again today and have Aaron Rodgers watch day 4 on and rolling, hit that thumbs up icon for me down in the comment section right now. Let me know. If you want us to go live again, hit that thumbs up icon. With the Giants signing Greg Van Roten yesterday, I am curious if they are done at that guard spot. Could they go out and take a swing on Tevin Jenkins? A guy that's had some injury issues, but when he plays, is one of the best in the NFL at that right guard spot, specifically as a run blocker. He'd bring a nastiness and a mentality to this offensive line that I think they're lacking a little bit. I think Greg Van Roten should be a depth piece. He could start at guard, but I'd like a little bit of an upgrade. And he could be your guard and center number 2 on this roster. I don't know if we're going to find out about Aaron Rodgers today, but if we do, we're going to get you guys a video as soon as possible. So subscribe and turn those notifications on.